So if you don't like the video for the amazing intro, at least like the video for Alfie. The more likes this video gets, the more treats little man gets. Before we get into this gym tour, I have to address last Wednesday's video. If you guys have been keeping up with the Garage Gym series, as you know, I was a little bit critical of Rogue Fitness, maybe even overly critical or just being a crybaby. And I wouldn't disagree with you there. But since then, they really have exceeded my expectations. And what I respect is they started that process before I made that video live. It's not just because I'm on YouTube and I was criticizing them publicly. Before I made that video live, the customer service manager reached out to me, made everything right, really went above and beyond, and it was just probably one of the best customer service experiences that I have ever had. So definitely won me back over with Rogue. And you know, there was a little bump there, but it was kind of a perfect storm. I was stressed with the house. I hadn't been able to train in 6 months, and that just sent me over the edge. But we're good to go. We have everything we need. And this isn't gonna be, you know, a finished Garage Gym tour because you'll never be finished, so I would never actually make the video if I waited. But this is where we're at right now, and we can actually start to get into some real training. So let's start over here with the dumbbells. These, as you guys know, if you've been following the series, are from Rep Fitness. These are the rubber hex dumbbells. I bought 5 through 75, but you'll notice that many of the sets are missing because I sold them off for cost and space reasons. So don't have a lot of the 5-pound increments, but over here, I do have the 60s, 70s. I'll be waiting on the 80s, 90s, and 100s. I don't think they'll actually be in until early next year. So kind of sucks, but that is enough to get me going with dumbbells. And then when we come over here, I've got the Rep Fitness AB 5000 Zero Gap Adjustable Bench. This thing is a tank. I love it. You guys, if you watch the video again, I don't want to get into it too much, but the fact that you can make this an incline with zero gap here, it's fantastic. Great piece of equipment. Now this sexy beast behind me that caused all the drama in last week's video, that is the focal point of this garage gym up against that beautiful wall, which the carpenter did an amazing job on. This is the Rogue RM6. This thing is a freaking beast. I mean, it's not bolted to the ground, and I've never seen hardware this large on any piece of equipment in my entire life. I love this thing, and I think the nameplate looks awesome against this back wall, especially at night, as you guys saw. So hopefully you agree with me there. You couldn't really get too creative with the colors Rogue isn't offering right now, which I'm fine with. It wouldn't be my first pick, but obviously it could be a lot worse than just black. So as far as the attachments, I haven't really got that many yet. I did get the Matador in yesterday. This is just a dip station. Nothing too special about it. It just gets the job done for a few basic movements. I'm probably going to get the hanger on this. This is something that I probably will use sporadically throughout my training, but the thing about having a garage gym is you're really just trying to make the most out of your equipment. So as many attachments as you can get is gonna be the most beneficial in my opinion. So down here, I've got the landmine, which I haven't even put to use yet, but again, just to do some rows or some shoulders. Really, it's pretty versatile, which I learned at my last apartment gym because it's really all I had access to. So those are 2 of the attachments that I have right now. And then I also got this beast of a handle for the landmine, really because Brandon Campbell said it was a good piece of equipment, and I trust the guy. He's bald, he's old, but he's pretty believable.
And stay big.
You guys remember when I unboxed this, how excited I got? I was like a little kid on Christmas. This is the Rogue Ohio Power Bar. I've wanted one of these for so many years. And I finally got my hands on one, finally pulled the trigger, and in my few weeks of using it, absolutely love it. I'm actually scared to even put it in the landmine attachment because I don't want anything to happen to it. And again, I'm still waiting on a beater bar. Gym equipment, as you know, a little bit challenging to find right now. But overall, fantastic barbell. As far as the plates, I went for the shooter plates. Again, going back to my buddy Brandon, I saw him on his video, just loved it the way they look aesthetically. And I'm a pretty weak guy, which is awesome because it saves me a ton of money. I just needed a few sets of 10s, 1 pair of 25s. I got 3 pairs of the 45s. And really, that will do it for me. I will probably buy more just to hold the rack down a little bit. Kind of got my heart set on the Rogue deep dish 100-pound plates eventually, but as you can see, these things are awesome. They look great, super functional as well from what I found. If you want to do any type of shoulders like that, just makes it easier to hold the weights as well. And I love having the storage for the weights on this RM6. One of the reasons I went this route is because I did not want to bolt anything to the ground. So this does a very good job of weighing the rack down. So the one mistake I made when ordering this, and I don't remember if it's because it wasn't an option or I just overlooked it, is I really want the pull-up bar with the knurl here. This is very slick. This is really the only part that I don't like about this rack. It's good enough, it gets the job done, but I'm probably going to break down and buy that. And as you can see, I'm pretty tight on space here. I did sacrifice a lot of space because I got the RM6 43-inch depth, which is overkill for sure. But one of the reasons, I'll show you why I think that might be a good idea, is because of one of the attachments I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. And I'm thinking over here will be a Rogue Echo bike. I really think it'll fit perfect in this square. And really what I'm thinking is maybe I'll buy that instead of a heater for the garage, kind of like a win-win. Although I might have to break down and get a heater. It's freezing out here in the mornings. Now, the attachment that I'm most excited about that I have not put on yet are the Rogue ISO arms. These things are awesome in my opinion. I think they're super versatile. If you have a home gym, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't get them unless you train strictly for powerlifting. But funny enough, when I was complaining in the last video about not having all the packages to install them, I was told that I actually do, but there was a glitch in the system that was telling me that I didn't. So I didn't want to start the install if I didn't have everything. But like I said, Rogue actually called me, which I thought was very commendable, and talked me through everything. And as I mentioned, it was a fantastic experience. And I don't want to get back into this too much, but really all I was looking for was them showing the willingness to solve the problems I was having, just like I would do for any of my customers that were having issues, and that's exactly what they did, and they took care of me, and again, went above and beyond, so big props to Rogue on that. But I cannot wait to get these things installed. This is gonna be awesome for my training, because obviously I don't have room for machines and things like that. Talk about versatile. These things are a pretty penny, they're $1,000. And I'll do an entire video on how much everything costs once I get a little bit more up in the gym. But I feel that it's gonna be worth the money. And really, that's about it for the garage gym. I will take you up to what I'll call the cardio room here in a minute and show you guys what that looks like. But not a whole lot of equipment, pretty minimal for a few reasons. One is because I feel that having a rack and some dumbbells is just about all you need. Now I would love to have something like a functional trainer or a lat pull down, and I thought I could put it up against this wall, but I wasn't really counting on this RM6 taking up this much room. Didn't do the greatest job of measuring clearly, as I bought all of this before we actually moved in. But that might be put on hold. There's just not that much space, but I'm thinking of also maybe taking off just a little bit of room in that side of the garage, because I think that's the only thing I'm missing is some kind of cable station. And for me, I would be all set. With the amount of attachments that Rogue has available, and a lot of the others have available to put onto the racks, I think I'm gonna be set. And I'm super happy with the way that this looks. I love the backdrop. Again, the RM6 is beautiful now that I have all the pieces to put it together. And all in all, I couldn't be happier to have this garage gym. Super fortunate. COVID was eye-opening for me, and I will never not have my own home gym as long as I have the space for it. Oh, and as far as the flooring, just horse stall mats, nothing special there. So yeah, and I'll show you one more thing. Like I said, I would like to get the Rogue Echo bike to put right there. I just feel like that's very valuable for warm-up purposes and doesn't take up that much space, although it would make it a little bit more cramped. But really, for the most part, it's just gonna be me in here. And then the other thing is I ordered some hooks from Lowe's where I'll just hang some bands here. The mirror, I think we ordered it. Yeah, so it should be there. And I'll probably shift those dumbbell racks so there's no more dead space over there and clear up that aisle right there. But all in all, I think it came together pretty well. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Did I get too big of a rack? Oh, that one part I wanted to point out is that once I have the trolley system on this, then this will actually extend over to like here. So again, the 43 was probably overkill, but I feel like it will work for what I need it for. I probably cut myself a little bit short because ideally I would have had a lat pull down machine here or a single pulley station. I don't know that I have enough room for a cross or a functional trainer. But you know what? You'll never get it perfect. I'm very pleased with the way things are looking. Now, if there's anything you want reviews on specifically, please let me know in the comments down below. I didn't want to really get into all of that because all of the equipment really has been great so far, and I'll know even more once time goes along. One of the things I'll show you guys here, we have some beautiful lights that one of my coworkers just hung, very kind of him. He also hung a TV for us. Looks great in here. What do you think?
I love it.
I gotta show him the cardio room. So a bit of a spoiler alert for people that watch all my videos. You'll see this on Sunday. I got super excited. I was scoping out Facebook Marketplace, and there's a piece of cardio equipment. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I've wanted. I just didn't want to pay full price. And I got a sick deal on this guy right here. Yes, I finally got my Peloton. Picked it up in my same city. It was 10 minutes away for $1,300. Purchased 2 or 3 months ago. Family was moving back to Europe, too expensive to ship it. I got this and all of the accessories, mat, shoes, weights, I mean everything included in that Peloton deal for $1,300. So this guy will definitely get put to good use. I love it. My favorite trainer on there is Alex. We had one at our apartment complex. This is just a spare bedroom that we don't really have to use since, you know, we don't have any kids. We have a 4-bedroom, so we still have a bedroom over there. But well, I don't know. You guys have any suggestions on what else should go in here? Maybe some yoga mats if we want to do some stretching. Maybe some motivational quotes. I don't know if Megan will let me do that, but you guys let me know what you think, and then I'll plug this guy in and I'll probably hit that up tonight. All right, guys, that is really going to do it for the gym tour, and that's how we're gonna cap off this series, but that will not be the end of the home gym content. So please let me know what you guys want me to cover. I'll start talking a little bit more about the training that I'll be implementing now that I finally have proper equipment. I mean, I can't even believe it. It doesn't even seem real or possible. Guys, it's gonna be good. It's going to be very, very good. And I'll also keep you guys updated on new equipment that I'm buying as we go along. I'm sure it's gonna be a very expensive habit, but also a very enjoyable one that I can share with all of you. And hopefully we can bounce some ideas off of one another. But thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new.
I'm not sure I understand.
So apparently my watch was listening to that entire conversation. Hopefully that wasn't sending to anyone. Anyway, I look forward to talking to y'all next time.